Okay, hello, I'm Sandy Brown, and this is my studio, and it's nice to welcome you here. This is where I make all my work in clay and coloured glazes, and I'm standing in front of a model for the Earth Goddess sculpture which I'm making for St Austell. The model is about 2 meters tall. The full-size version is going to be 12 meters tall, which apparently is more than the height of 2 double-decker buses, so I'm told. And the reason for doing it is the fact that St Austell is wanting to celebrate the fact that it is actually the China clay capital of the world. And so that's why I'm making an Earth Goddess, because China clay is the earth. We are all of the earth. Let's celebrate the earth. And, she's made of clay. The Earth Goddess is made of clay, which is the most common material on the earth. And all of the coloured glazes come from various rocks and minerals from the earth. So it's a good thing to do to celebrate those materials and to celebrate the earth. And it's appropriate for St Austell. Well, I am standing now beside one of the full-size sections of the Earth Goddess. She is actually, so I've been told, going to be the tallest ceramic sculpture in the UK and probably Europe, and I haven't actually found a taller one anywhere yet so far, but I'm waiting to see if I'm going to be corrected on that. So the limiting factor with the size, was the size of my kiln. I've got a very large kiln, and each section of the Earth Goddess that I've made her in has to go into the kiln. So she's made in 3 sections to make one big circle, because the circle is the symbol of unity and of harmony and of completeness. And so there are a lot of circles, or she is basically comprised of circles, and let's celebrate the circles. And so I've used coloured glazes on her to paint the decoration, and I do that very freely. I like doing that very, very freely. I have to show you my favourite tool. Excuse me a minute. This is my favourite tool to apply the glazes, because you have to it's a potter's tool. It's traditionally been used to apply one coloured clay over another coloured clay, and I have really I just squirted some out. You have to just sort of let go. You can't be with it, and so it's a great way of being free and expressive, and that's how you get these lovely strong lines, and it's how you get the colourful drips as well. And I'm using cobalt oxide, which I like, which makes the blue. Copper oxide makes the green, and I've developed all these coloured glazes. I've even incorporated some local mud as well as a glaze. And the St Austell China clay is here too, because that makes the colours sing to put it on top of the St Austell China clay. These sections on the floor here are the various sections of the arms, which will be made into one continuous sort of semicircle. And they will all be assembled on site when we go down to St Austell. The process is building it with flat slabs of clay, building her up gradually. Clay is very strong when it's dry. Well, that's not entirely true, actually. It will carry a lot of weight when it's dry, but not when it's still soft, because obviously it's plastic. I couldn't put much on top of this because it would slump. So a lot of the way of making a large piece like this is a question of timing and of building one piece of clay to the next at the right time, and then moving it very carefully into the kiln and firing it slowly and gradually. Well, it's been a wonderful project to be working on. I've been working on it for about 18 months, and it has been a challenge to make something at this scale and to make it all work. And so I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I'm looking forward to seeing it when it's going to be fully assembled and installed in St Austell. I'm really looking forward to seeing how she looks in real three-dimensional sort of full size, really. We're aiming to install her next year, early next year, probably Easter or early summer. And so I hope you all come down to St Austell and see her, and I hope you will like what you see and be impressed with what you see, because she's been an absolute joy to build and to make and to express, and there is not going to be another one like her anywhere in the world. It's so unusual, actually. It surprises me that we don't see more ceramics outside, because the coloured glazes work so well outside. They look bright and fresh. They'll stay like this for absolutely ever, because they've been fired in a kiln. The colours will look bright and clear indefinitely, actually. So it's a great material to use for outside artworks. So I'm delighted to be, I think, leading the way on it. I think I am, anyway. We'll see if I'm contradicted on that or not. And I hope you'll come down to St Austell and see her.